This is my business ethics presentation. The company I decided to research on was Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a publicly listed company on the New York Stock Exchange. They began as a company in 1886. Their beverage, Coca-Cola, gained a lot of popularity over the years, and by the year 2005, they were the world's largest non-alcoholic beverage seller. They were involved in a few conflicts and had allegations against them, including having pesticides in their beverages, causing water shortages, and water pollution. Conflict number 1: pesticides. In 2003, researchers found the presence of pesticides in Coca-Cola beverages sold in India. The pesticide levels exceeded European standards, but the beverages were sold in India, and they did not exceed Indian standards, so they did not violate any national laws. When questioned about it, Coca-Cola just denied having anything to do with it. Why is this unethical? Well, when Coca-Cola heard about this, they did not do anything because they did not violate any laws technically. The levels of pesticides were not healthy for human consumption, so something should have been done by Coca-Cola. 3 years later, another test was done. It was found that the pesticide levels were now 24 times more than the European standards, but again did not exceed European and Indian standards, so nothing was done. By 2008, a test by the Energy and Resources Institute said that the beverages were free of pesticides, but the test was done on the water used in the beverages and not the final product. Conflict number 2. Coca-Cola was accused of causing a water shortage and water pollution in Kerala, India. They were accused of dumping wastewater in land surrounding the Coca-Cola plant as well. Water shortage. Coca-Cola was accused of over-consuming water from places in southern India, mainly Kerala. In the year 2000, Coca-Cola established a plant in Pachimata, India. Soon after the manufacturing had started at the plant, locals were complaining that they were experiencing water scarcity in the area. In 2003, proceedings were held in court about this matter. Coca-Cola defended themselves by blaming the water shortages on decreased rainfall and drought conditions. They were then prohibited from over-extracting groundwater. Wastewater dump. Coca-Cola was accused of dumping wastewater from their plant into nearby land. This resulted in ruining the soil and the water nearby. The water that was ruined was unfit for human consumption, and that water was the one that supplied wells and pumps that supplied the people of India with water. In 2010, the government fined Coca-Cola $47 million for damage to soil and water in Kerala. Effects on Coca-Cola. Loyal customers had lost their trust in the brand after all these conflicts. They suffered a loss of 15% annual sales in 2003 and an overall sales decrease by 40% in 2 weeks. This was 2 weeks after the pesticide information had been released to the public. The wastewater dumping, along with the water extraction, ended in a ban of manufacturing and sales in Kerala. But the ban was soon lifted later that year. What did Coca-Cola try to do to stop? In the year 2008, the Coca-Cola India Foundation was formed. They focused on environmental sustainability in India. They developed things like watershed management, development and protection, purification of riverine systems. They integrated water bodies. They restored old water bodies, and rural electrification through solar energy. Who were the whistleblowers? There were really no whistleblowers involved in these conflicts. The one that you could say was a whistleblower would be the researchers who released the information about the pesticides to the public. Summary. Coca-Cola was found to have exceeding levels of pesticides in their beverages. They were accused of over-extracting water, as well as dumping wastewater into nearby land. These are all unethical because in some way they all can harm humans. Thank you for listening to my presentation.